So for this, you're going to need 12 quarts of oil of your preference and an oil filter and a 16 millimeter wrench, oil filter wrench if it's that tight that somebody over tightened it, and something to catch the old oil in. So there's the 16 millimeter wrench. This is hot, so I'm going to try to do this without burning me. So, break it loose, slide the bucket under there, and take the bolt out. Try not to drop it in the bucket. Oh yeah, that's hot. Literally just got back. We're going to get oil. Then the oil filter. Now, as far as the oil filter goes, I usually like to fill them up about halfway, but on this setup, it's sideways, so you can't even do it. Otherwise, you're just going to pour oil out on the ground. But always make sure this O-ring, put a little oil around that. Just like that. It doesn't take much. Make sure the tinfoil doesn't get in there. Yeah, I think that's been long enough. If I brought this to an oil change place, they would have put that bolt back in there a long time ago. Now when you tighten this, don't go crazy. You do not want to strip this out. For the oil filter, really, still doesn't want to come. Even that one was on there a little too tight. Slide your catch pan under it. So there's gonna be a bunch of hot oil coming out of this too. I usually like to crack and just let it go like that till it stops. This one right here is the transmission one, which I usually change every 2 oil changes, so about every 20,000 miles. And there's a drain bolt on the transmission pan to change the transmission fluid. Now you want to check this to make sure the old O-ring is off, which it did come off. Changing the oil, you might as well wait and try to get as much old oil out as possible. That's kind of the whole point of changing the oil. Just made contact there, and now I'm going to turn it quarter of a turn. Not even this one. It's tight now. I could keep turning it, it'll be way over tight, and then I'm definitely going to need a wrench to take it off next time. Now, take this whole jug and just dump it in. That Lucas skin really sits pretty sturdy in there. That's why I like using that. I just let that sit there for. So it's been sitting like this for about 5 minutes. And it is still drying. I think that's good for now. Best part about using this funnel, now it sits in there also. Dump the old oil into the container. Yeah, it's pretty good. So you're going to check it after you start it. Check the oil filter, make sure that's not leaking. And that should be about it. Maybe top it off a little bit if it needs any, if you spilt some. But that big jug, 2.5 gallons, should be plenty of oil for a Duramax. Worst part about changing the oil, you can barely tell where exactly it is, but it's literally right there. And that's perfect too.